Yo, welcome to episode 79 of our Seraphic Blue playthrough. We are going to the Chaos Salvation Association to check on Abram and see if he's up to no good. Off screen, I also bought a couple of Clanos and upgraded them, so that's nice. Clanos are crazy fucking expensive, so we're kind of broke right now. I did give Lancer his new equipment, though. That's the Fresite Castle. I actually don't remember where exactly is the place. So let me actually check on that real quick. Destination. Okay. Let us go. I wonder if these guys have anything new. Nope. Damn. You know, I wonder if we go back to the OHG and try talking to Troy, he would have anything new to say, maybe? I don't know. Anyhow, let's go on ahead with this. We still need to solve that orange puzzle. Two things, two numbers. Find the sum of them or something like that. It's not something silly like, oh, you need to find like the damn it, wrong button. It's not something. Excuse me. It's not something silly like adding up the sum of their letter count or something like that. That's too silly. And plus, it was like a 4-digit password or something like that. So, Gerald, what are you doing here? I was about to ask the same question. It was really a surprise to see you here. So, why are you here? We are here to search his property without a warrant after having arrested him. Arrested? So Abram is in possession of Disastia's core after all? No. I am afraid that is not the reason for his arrest. Huh? I don't understand. Doesn't his arrest have to do with his attempt to cause mass destruction and the like? Well, if that were the case, I would believe it would have been a call for celebration. In reality, though, he has been arrested for something else found elsewhere from here. The cave? Allow me to bring you there and show you. Please follow me. This cave. If I remember correctly, this was where Abram denied us entry, even though there was a Gaia cancer within. What is in the cave exactly? This cave was where Lucifers were being raised in. What? Lucifers? That explains why Abram was so adamant on not letting us in. But why? The Lucifers formed the bulk of Abram's illegal business. As we all know, the Chaos Salvation Association is a splinter group of the DLG Allah support group that was formed by Abram. And naturally, several of its members of the latter would have connections with members of the former. We also know that the members of that support group are mainly parents whose children fell victim to the Lucifer mutation symptom. And as far as that is concerned, those parents simply could not bear to be separated from their children. Regardless of the state of their children, the parents still wished to see them again. So that was where Abram saw a business opportunity. He would grant those parents' wish by illegally rescuing their children with the help of a person in exchange for a large amount of money. And so this remote cave in which those children were raised was the place where those parents would get to see them again. What blasphemy. That is a clear example of a person defying God's will without any fear. So, who was the person that Abram got help from? It was Morgan. Morgan. As a matter of fact, Morgan abused his wealth and power to illegally acquire Lucifers for his forbidden proposal. And so Abram, who is believed to be close friends with Morgan, sought his help in acquiring Lucifers for himself. At Morgan's End, he would acquire lucifers according to Abram's specifications before delivering them to him. And at Abram's End, parents would pay him money to see their children. He would then keep a portion of that money for himself while paying the rest to Morgan. That was how their cheating scheme began. And it would turn out that their illegal business would help cover much of the cost of the operation of Morgan's forbidden proposal. Damn, that got dark real quick. To think that you would still bring disgrace to the government, even in death. In truth, we discovered their business through a thorough investigation on Morgan's background following the incident at the CMGC headquarters. We then continued our investigations until we collected enough evidence to arrest Abram and search his property without a warrant. So, that man appears to be nothing more than a crafty swindler. And it now seems unlikely he has any connection to the Disastia and the practitioners. We initially also suspected him to be linked to them, but to think our suspicions would be for naught. Did you try asking him about them? I did. But he was a complete loss when I mentioned those terms, and naturally his fellow worshippers know nothing about them either. Wow. Okay, that threw my theory out of the fucking... Oh, that threw it out of the window. Fuck. It seems like we really come to a dead end. Yes. In fact, if it were true that Abram was the mastermind, he would not hesitate to spread rumors about the imminent end of the world. He would then proceed to put his plan into action at once. By then, the government's priority would not be to arrest him like now, but to stop him and eliminate him if needed. So in short, Abram has absolutely nothing to do with the incident at White Wings. Yes, I am afraid that is so. With regard to that incident, Abram is innocent. Damn. I have a theory on who the woman could be, though. I don't know if I would want to say exactly who, though. Well, I just want to familiarize myself with this place, of course. Vena has already given me permission to do this. Excuse me, the auto text, dude. Gets me every time. I see. To be honest, you look somewhat carefree to me. Carefree? Me? Yes, you appear to be the happy-go-lucky type. Are you implying I'm like a child? In a way, yes. In fact, I am surprised that you were able to make the bold decision to abandon George during the decisive battle at the LAJ. Well, frankly speaking, I couldn't have done it alone. Had it not been for the words of a lady close to me, I wouldn't have made it this far. Unsociable as she might be, she was the one who quietly pushed me on behind my back. Okay. She your lover, perhaps? What? No. She was just a close colleague of mine. Took part in the LAJ's construction together with me, albeit for a short time. That's all there is to it. Then is it true that she just left you without a word of explanation? My, that was a pretty cold of her. Well, that's just the kind of person she is. At any rate, I don't even know where she is or what she's doing now. A child, huh? Probably would prefer to be called a greenhorn, though. By the way, how is it coming along for Vena and the rest? Still no progress after all? Yeah, they're so deep in thought that it's as if their brains are boiling. Ever since their guess that Abram was certainly the mastermind turned out to be false, they've been cracking their brains for God knows how long. They probably look as overwhelmed as how I imagine workers of the former Robin would look like now. I see. Logically speaking, I'm sure they know that it won't help just trying to figure things out without any clues to begin with. But emotionally speaking, they believe that where there's a will, there's a way. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that the latter is simply a waste of time and effort in their case. It's something close to that. Then do you perhaps have anything in mind that can help them? Well, I thought of things and such, but nothing comes to mind. And since this matter is more closely related to Serahumans than humans, I wouldn't really be much help anyway. That is probably true. It is something that is likely to be beyond you. But who knows? Maybe I could just become useful and come up with a good idea by chance. That will be most appreciated. Well then, enjoy your stroll. Yeah, I will. How about moving it a little, like, that's too much. How about now? Well, sorry. I think the earlier position is better. Jeez, can you make up your mind? Hey, Cheryl and Lena. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Well, I'm just exploring the headquarters to familiarize myself with it. These portraits are... Oh, these are the people who sacrificed their lives during our battle. The left portrait is Lake, the right portrait is Kane, and the central portrait is Mr. Edwin. By hanging their portraits here, we hope their presence can help motivate us to push through this battle to the very end. I see. Eh? What's the matter? This guy. I saw him somewhere before. You mean Kane? Could you perhaps have seen him back at Robin's secret factory? After all, you and Hidi were the ones who got in the way of Vena and the rest, remember? Yeah. Well, it's true that Hidi and I got in their way, but I don't remember seeing him back there. What do you mean back there? Wasn't he available in our party? I'm trying to remember. Because I know I didn't use him much in combat. That's one mistake. I kind of wish I did use more of Kane. Oh, did he? Was he? Ah, well, I'm thinking too much. Alright, now that I think about it, the rebellion against the Queen of Frezite was still ongoing back then. For the safety of Madame Daisy and Mr. Gerald and Mr. Edwin and Kane decided to stay behind here to protect him. Oh, okay. So he wasn't present. I'm very sure I saw his face before, though. Wait. Where? Oh, oh! He was in the photo? It is truly a spectacle. Wait a minute. Wait. No fucking way. That's not possible. I'm thinking too much. So that's your homeland, huh? Is that a photo of your family and your pendant? Yes. Me, my husband, my son, and my daughter. Wait. Nah, I'm thinking too much. So Kane is Hidi's husband? No, that doesn't make sense. No, none of this makes sense. It can't. Kane can't. I don't think. No, Hidi is way too old, and Kane is young. Way too young to have a son and daughter, so. No, but that doesn't make sense. Kane said that his parents jumped off. Dude. December 18th. Year 48 of the Rio calendar. Wow, this photo was taken 11 years ago. It's pretty old. Yeah, that's not possible. What the fuck? Because they jumped off the cliff. Oh, are you implying that I'm old and ugly now? Whoa, talk about being paranoid. Allow me to say that you're still a beautiful lady even after all these years. I'm not impressed. You're harsh as always. To be honest, though, it's not nice for you to leave your family behind in your homeland and betray them by coming here to work. Having said that, there has to be a reason why you did that, right? That's right. This guy looks just like Hidi's son. Oh my god. But how would he survive? I mean, how would she and survive? Wait. Would this also mean Kana's dad is probably alive too? Okay. But then again, that photo which he showed me was taken about 11 years ago. My gut feeling tells me that this guy is indeed Hide's son, though. He doesn't look a lot different from the kid in that photo. The only notable difference is that this guy has a bit of a girlish with his long hair. The striking resemblance is rather creepy. Is that so? Well, unfortunately, there's no way to know for sure now that Kana is gone. While it is a popular belief that there are 7 people in the world who look alike, I wonder if that is actually true. What if this guy really is Hide's son? From what I know about Hide, she apparently has family-related problems and financial woes. So perhaps Kana had a hidden reason for not going to Robin's secret factory. And that reason could be that he knew Hide, his mother, was there and didn't wish to see her. That can't be the case. Why not? Both his parents already passed away. Yeah! His sister turned into a Lucifer. As a result, his parents fell into despair before committing suicide at the cliff of Moribund Hope. Oh my, that's sad to hear. Then it's probably an accidental resemblance, I guess. At any rate, there's no way to find out the truth about this now that Kana is dead, and Hide is nowhere to be found. Well, perhaps this is all fate. May his soul rest in peace. Well, I'll be off now. See ya. Do inform Vena and the rest if any ideas come to mind. Yeah, will do. I really, really, really have a huge theory that, hey. Yes? What you said just now, is it true? What I said just now? You said something about Kane looking very similar to Hide's son. Oh, he overheard us. Well, yeah, he really looks a lot like her son. I have no doubt about that. You also said that Hide showed you a photo of her family, didn't you? Yeah, it's a family of 4, comprised of Hide, her husband, her son, and her daughter. It's a rather old photo, though. To be exact, it was taken near the end of year 48 of the Rio calendar. Daughter, year 48. If you don't mind, can you take a look at this? And lock it? Look at the photo inside. This girl looks like the one I saw in that photo that Hide showed me. This is Hide's daughter, isn't it? There's a message written on the photo. Happy birthday, Isia. Isia. So Isia is her name. We heard that name from somewhere before. Like earlier, not even that long ago, right? I just can't remember where exactly. That means this locket was supposed to be a birthday present for Isia, right? But why do you have it? Don't tell me. Hide is someone you know. Wait. Didn't Lancer say it was... Wait, hey. I can't remember. Is Lancer... Huh? One thing I could say, though, is that we have most likely been largely misled all this time. This will no doubt be the first step to getting us back on track. Because when last year showed the photo to Nixon, he mentioned it was family, really? Like, that girl was his daughter, maybe? Wait, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Because Lancer's human, right? He's not a Sarah human. Why would he be doing in Frezite? Wait, I'm confused now. The veils is covering the faces of those wire pullers. I'll make sure to rip those veils off and reveal their faces. I am just confused. Maybe I'm just being a clown right now. I have no fucking idea. I'm just gonna let the story play out. What's with him all of a sudden? I never saw anyone as abrupt as him before. And what does he mean by the first step to getting us back on track? What's going on? At the very least, I believe that he might be one of the three mysterious figures. So, you're here. Well, I feel like breathing in fresh air. I can see that. You look rather stressed out. And you ought to fix your hair before heading outside. You are, after all, a woman first before a seraph. What? I don't see how that is even an issue. More importantly, what do you need from me? I came here with news that will brighten up your mood. There's a place in Darden called Moribund Hope, a cliff of suicides, right? We should pay a visit to the administration bureau there. What is this out of the blue? I figured out who the Masterminds are. What did you say? Who are they? Yeah, I'm getting confused. They're Kanna's parents. Lancer is, what's Lancer's relationship with that girl, then? I actually don't remember. To be precise, his mother is actually someone we know. Hedy Brimmingham. How are you so sure about that? I'll save that for when the time comes. It's best explained in the right place at the right time. For now, though, I need you to trust me on this. I can sense foreboding and excitement within me once again. The last time I actually felt this way was 10 years ago. Yes, I can also feel my spirits pulsating rapidly. And auto-text. Alright, at any rate, we would only be back to square one should I choose not to accept your suggestion. At least we now have some form of a lead. Thank you. But Darden, of all places. Everything is just speculation on my part. That's why we should head there to confirm it. The first thing we should think about is the root of the problem. And it lies in the question whether or not Kanna's parents truly committed suicide at Moribund's Hope. In that case, I believe the Administration Bureau at Darden has records of suicides. We could ask for Minerva's help to check them. It's a good thing we have an ally of great authority by our side. Let's head out at once. I'm thinking too much. Disregard, like, the crazy shit I was thinking of. To think this day would finally come when everything shall be returned to Nithili by our own hands. It'll also be the day when the hollow and shallow desires of those pretentious heroes will only be the downfall of their grandest destiny. The last frozen parts of fate are now starting to unfreeze as we make one last push past the distant heavens through our hidden wills. The time to face the truth has come. It is the time when we will overcome all lies scooped up by this world. Wander in the abyss of darkness and get in touch with our destined emotions. And those heroes, along with their desires and their stains of blood, shall all be commended to the void. Come to this day. In the year 2812 of the Rona calendar, we will devote and this day is the 6th birthday of the Zastia. Memories of love, birth of the new heavens. Isia. Episode 41. Interesting. All the other episodes beforehand had just a black background. Okay, so where is Darden? Alright, the pieces are coming together. Money problems. Oh, that... Huh. So that's why they had money problems. Yeah, definitely Hidi is... Wait. That wouldn't make sense though. Cause... What's his name? I now forgot the chairman of the Chaos Salvation Association's name. You know what? Where is the character profiles? We're still missing. Abram. Yeah. Could Hidi be, like, the reason why behind Hidi's money problems was because, trying to fucking, make the deal business with, Abram? But Abram didn't know specifically what the fuck was going on or some shit like that? I don't know. Thank you for waiting. Here are the records of the people that you have requested. The man is Joshua. There we go. Joshua Kirsch, while the lady is Leona Kirsch. They were a married couple who committed suicide by jumping off moribund hope 7 years ago. And their deaths was classified as double suicide. The photo of Leona in the records does look somewhat like Hidi, but... Can I just ask if it's possible that the identities of these deceased people are actually false? That cannot be the case. Everything from their physical traits, which include the marks in their teeth, to even their DNA was thoroughly scanned and verified. There is no doubt that you are looking at the records of the actual persons themselves. I see. It says here that Kane Kirsch is their son, while Isia Kirsch is their daughter. And Isia is deceased? Yes, that is correct. In fact, it was because of their daughter's death that they committed suicide, yeah. Wait a minute, how did you even get that photo of Isia in the first place? 10 years ago, Isia fell victim to the Lucifer mutation symptom as a result of tardive DSHIS at the age of 5. She was then dumped to the ground. Afterwards, Joshua and Ilona joined the DLG Law support group. But that did not help as they fall deep into depression while being unable to pick up themselves up. Then 7 years ago, they also visited this town with their son Kane before committing suicide and leaving him behind. That is basically how it all went about. Something's weird. He doesn't look convinced. Yes, I can tell. Why does he have the wild idea that Kane's parents are the Masterminds, though? And to add to that, he even suspects Kane's mother to be Hidi. I don't have a clue. He told me to trust him, though. And so, since it would not do us any good to stay coped up in the headquarters, I decided to trust him, and here we are, but... The thing is, it's impossible for Kane's parents to be the Masterminds since they already died 7 years ago. And there doesn't seem to be any connection between Hidi and Kane. In the end, we're still back to square one, aren't we? But even so, he still insists that we trust him. And even if we ask their corpse, if their corpse could be examined again, which is clearly out of the question, I would have to say he is a rather abrupt and stubborn for someone who acts cool. And this would probably be the last thing he would suggest when he almost runs out of ideas. The corpses are actually fake. Perhaps so. Eh? What's wrong? Their corpses are fake. Wait. I do not quite follow you. Isn't Morgan dead? Yes, he is. That's right, they have the technology to make that shit. Make, fake bodies, I forgot what they were called. Raw bodies. Then won't it be that he cannot be executed in the first place? No. With the right method and process, it is not possible. Impossible. We could use a raw body of Morgan, created using his stored DNA as disguise for his public execution. and the method of execution will be by hanging the body on the cross and shooting it. Because of the nature of this method, the crowd witnessing the execution will have to be kept at a distance from firing range. Large caliber rifles capable of firing multiple bullets at once will also be used to shoot the bodies until they become unrecognizable. And while it has been brought to light that Morgan is responsible for starting the forbidden proposal, his death has not been made public. Therefore, if all goes well, Morgan will be executed before the public's eyes, and the public anger will be abated. Excuse me. I see. It all makes sense now. So how will the raw bodies be created? Do we seek help of this FESC section after all? Well, that was the original plan, but it is best now that we avoid that. As the FESC section is highly talked about amongst the public, it is bound to be regularly be at the center of attention. Is there any place other than the FESC section that poses the technology to create raw bodies? Yes, there is just one. That is the Chaos of Envy. And Morgan Montemir, commonly known as Morgat, the Dream Seller, is the one capable of creating raw bodies. Ah, what happened? Sorry, I seem to have activated something. Don't tinker around with consoles too much, or you'll make Granny angry. I'll be careful. I completely forgot. She was looking at a list of stuff. I think the list of raw bodies manufactured. Oh my god. I see. It all makes sense now. Lancert, you are right. Kanya's parents are not dead. Wait. Even you believe it now? We're heading to Envy at once. Envy? Yes. To be exact, we're going to Margit's Heaven of Dreams and Chaos of Envy. If my memories serve me right, the answer should still be there. Sigh. You look exhausted. It must be because of your handling of the matter involving Abram in addition to this, isn't it? If only the deployment of men by the higher authorities could be managed better. It cannot be helped. After all, the cleanup after the rebellion against the Queen and the decisive battle against the LAJ is still ongoing. We are extremely short-handed at present. Furthermore, I am an executive of the Internal Affairs Office. It is thus necessary that I have to show a good example to my men. It may be a little imprudent of me to say this, but I am glad to be just a normal employee. I do agree with that view of yours. To be honest, I am a little envious of all of you. How about taking a rest? What about you? I am fine here. Then I am fine as well. But, that aside, what is the current situation? I am now running a program capable of deactivating the protections that prevented the detection of this journal file. It will not be long before we know the outcome. Here it is. How is it? The file has been successfully detected. It has a very large size, and the file name is The Journal of My Beloved Daughter. This must be the one containing records of the observations on Vene. Perhaps so. Can it be opened? I will try. As I thought, even the file itself is protected. The password is required to open it. Clearly, it's not as easy as it seems to access the file. Can you try to crack the password? I will do my best. Alright, in the meantime, I will go on the offense and search for clues to the password. Go on the offense? Well, that is actually an advice from Mr. Owen. From the looks of the situation, it would appear that Sigbert was the cunning type who often messed with people's minds through riddles. Hence, there is a high possibility that there are clues to the password represented by things which can be found somewhere here. I see. Now that I think about it, I heard such rumors about him every now and then. In that case, could this be a clue. It is a message of profound meaning in the middle of the password login screen. Let me take a look at it. What does this mean? Are we about to do another puzzle? Enter the password. My daughter has an evil sibling to talk to. Evil sibling to talk to. Okay, actually, I probably should have checked where to go next. Oh, we're going to Chaos. Where is Chaos? It's like in the middle-ish. No, it's far, east. Alright, so far, this entire episode has been one hell of a fucking interesting roller coaster so far. What? Oh, wait. My apologies, only invited guests are allowed in. Right. It's been a long while since I've been in MV, so I don't remember the layout. I know the streets are around here somewhere, though. Got anything new to say? Nope. I wonder if you talk to these people, they'll still fight you. Eat shit. Dude's about to get destroyed. Right? Funny. Get destroyed. Give me your money. This is pathetic. 870? Pathetic. Okay, I just need to remember where exactly. It was around here, I believe. Yeah. Glad I still remember a little bit where it is. Ah, Granny Margaret. What is with this abrupt entrance? You seem pretty worked up for some reason. The list of raw bodies manufactured. Do you still have it? Why, yes, of course. It is important data to me after all. Excuse me. Drinking Mountain Dew. Ah, damn it! Auto text every time, dude. Why is she acting so flustered? Not only did she intrude on my privacy without warning, but she had already abruptly entered my workplace on her own, or workroom on her own accord. And now she is messing with one of my computer terminals. Now, don't say that. You've got to understand that she's doing this on official grounds. Well, what is it that she's trying to sniff out? Let's just say it's an important matter concerning the existence of Gaia. Well, it seems the lives of you youngsters never get boring, do they? I envy all of you. So you believe the grass is always greener on the other side? No, I believe that movement is happiness, especially when you are still young. Thus, be sure to live life to the fullest while you still can. Yeah, we'll do just that. So, Minerva, have you found the list that you're looking for? Yes. If I remember correctly, their names should be here. Alright, we got their names. No records. Joshua Kirsch. I knew it. Now for Alona. Leonona. I can't fucking pronounce her name. There it is. Granny Margaret. A couple once came here for your services, right? Mr. and Mrs. Kirsch, Joshua, and Alona. Ah, yes, I still remember them. Although they came here quite a long time ago. What made them stand out over my other customers is how mysterious they were with their approach. Did they say anything of note? Well, not really. They only said a few words about wanting raw bodies of themselves. For that, they paid me a huge sum of money that was a lot higher than the market price back then. Afterwards, they just kept silent all the way. Didn't you ask them why they needed those bodies? Well, it is a rule of mine here, never to ask my customers about things that do not pertain to business. No matter what reasons my customers may have for seeking my services, my job is only to create raw bodies for them according to their requirements. After all, isn't that what professionalism is all about? I won't deny that. Seems I am unable to give you all the answers that you are looking for. My apologies for that. Oh no, I should be the one apologizing for intruding on your privacy. It is fine, I am used to it. Used to it? You remind me a lot of your great-grandmother when she was young. Even with her artificial leg, she would usually just barge into my room and when she liked. That trait is no doubt runs in the blood of the Frezite lineage. Make your ancestors proud, Your Majesty. Yes, I will. Here's wishing all of you the best in your future endeavors. Never give up in whatever you do. Got it, Granny. Oh, can you ask Nixon to come here later? I have something that I wish to give him. Okay. Now, if there is nothing else, hurry up and get going. You should not be staying here for too long. Nixon? He disguised suicide by heights. That's right. The intention behind Joshua and Alona's visit to Margit's place and the request for her to create raw bodies of themselves 7 years ago was most likely to secretly throw those bodies down Moribund's Hope while concealing their faces. Basically, they knew already full well about Margit's business and also knew that a raw body containing no spirits is pretty much equivalent to a corpse. And the ones in charge of clearing corpses at the base of Moribund Hope would naturally not suspect anything. They would just do their job as usual. That was how Joshua and Alona faked their own deaths without anyone at Darden knowing. That's just my take on it, though. It's nothing more than my detection. But the fact is, Granny Margit's business, which is catered mainly to the necrophilia enthusiast here, is by right illegal. That means those two clearly broke the law when they approached her for her services. In other words, no matter what use they had for the raw bodies of themselves, it was, at any rate, illegal. I'm sure even Granny knew they were up to no good. She just didn't pry into their affairs. So the hidden truth is slowly coming to light. In that case, supposing it's true that they disguised their suicide, it would then go without saying that they did that so that to assure new identities and continue their lives from there. P.D. Birmingham would be one example. The only issue, though, is whether or not that was even necessary. Since they were capable of supplanting in this position, there would be no need for them to assume new identities in the first place. So why would they go through the trouble of doing that? Perhaps there's more to just absurding in this position. Then I guess they must have some other plan that require them to impersonate people. Yes, it must be. I don't get it, though. What could be the plans of Kanna's parents other than to steal Disaster's core, become the new practitioners, and destroy Gaia? They're trying to resurrect their daughter. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Right, because they want to no, wait, destroying everything isn't their plan, right? It's to resurrect, they want to see their daughter once more. Right? That's why Enda was calling them, was mocking them or something. Calling them foolish for caring about that stuff. I don't remember. We should start by determining their fake identities. While we can safely assume that Hidi is Alona, we do not know Joshua's fake identity. In that case, perhaps the comprehensive database in the castle will come in handy. Gone are the times when we, the government, would take things for granted. With that said, it would be good to look into information perpetrating to government-related organizations to uncover Joshua's fake identity. But why look into that? Leona worked as an engineer under the disguise of Hidi. That, coupled with the fact that she was the first in command of the LAJ project, goes to show that she had a very high social standing. This most likely applies to Joshua as well, so my guess is that he posed as a government official. That being said, I will ask the Administration Bureau at Darnton to send over Joshua's personal information to the castle. From there, I will compare it thoroughly with all the information pertaining to government-related organizations. So it looks like we might just hit the jackpot there. Then let's quickly head to the... Wait. That database you spoke of contains other information besides the ones you just mentioned, right? Yes, of course. Like I said, it is a comprehensive database. While I cannot simply access personal records without valid reason, all information connecting to the government is accessible to me at any time. Then, can I also say that includes top secret information? Yeah, why yes, I am after all the queen. And I also have Daisy as my witness whenever I need to browse information in the database. I see. Is there perhaps a piece of information that you would like to know? I would like to know about Disastia. Disastia? Devils were once Serahumans, right? So it should be the same for Devil Disastia. Disastia's original self. Right, you think we didn't consider the fact that Disastia used to be a Serahuman. Lucifers or devils are, as the humans call them, have existed on the ground for 20 years. And gradually people have gotten accustomed to the DLG law. Too accustomed, in fact. As a result, a few would have intimate knowledge of Lucifers used to be Serahumans. Lancerd, is this something you have already had an idea of even before you knew about Frezite's existence? Yeah, there was a girl who is connected to all of this. Isia Kirsch. Seriously? Just how much do you know that we don't? So are you giving us the impression that you want us to be quiet and just do as you say, huh? It seems you aren't well received by people, are you? Well, no matter. Whatever we say at this point is only comprised of speculation rather than facts anyway. Let's head to the castle to confirm our speculations. Who is that girl? How? I really want to know how Lancer got that photo of that girl and knows about her. What is she to him anyway? Because I thought when he was talking to Nexon about family and then showed that pendant, I thought... Okay. I thought Lancer was related to her in some way. Alright, let's go off to our next destination, the Frezite Castle. Alright, this has been a really, really interesting episode. It was a huge lore... Well, not really lore dump, more of just the puzzle pieces coming all together. But still a really interesting episode, so... I'll see you guys in the next episode as soon as I can save. Just want to make sure I can save before. Just in case some random cutscene cuts me off. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode then.